Welcome everybody to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be diving deep into the idea of authenticity. In a place where AI is rapidly evolving and social media tends to show the fake and polished lives of celebrities, genuine authenticity truly stands out. What does it mean to be real? How can you cultivate your own authentic self? In this video essay, we'll explore the spectrum between manufactured and genuine authenticity and uncover why embracing your true self is more important now than ever. Authenticity means aligning your inner truth with your external behavior. It's about showing up as who you truly are without bending to societal pressures or expectations. It's not about chasing perfection or crafting a flawless image. It's about embracing your values, your emotions, and even your imperfections. I was Copilot's AI's definition, but for me, authenticity is even simpler. Just be yourself at all times, regardless of what others might think. If I gotta be honest, sometimes I struggle with this. I find myself changing my behavior just to fit in with certain crowds. But I try to remind myself that authenticity means resisting the urge to conform and instead just stand 10 toes on who I truly am. Authenticity starts with an internal commitment to aligning who you are with how you show up in the world. Here are some guiding principles to help you cultivate a more genuine life. Number 1, inner alignment. True authenticity means that your inner world, your beliefs, values, and emotions is perfectly in sync with your external actions. It's a journey of self-awareness where you figure out what truly matters to you amidst the constant noise of society. Knowing your inner truth makes it easier to act in ways that reflect that truth. Number 2, honesty and vulnerability. Being authentic requires the courage to be vulnerable. This means sharing not only your strengths but also your insecurities. Whether you're connecting with loved ones or creating something new, allowing yourself to be open and honest creates deep, real connections that go beyond surface level interactions. Number 3, consistency across context. When you're authentic, your behavior remains consistent no matter the setting. People trust and admire those who don't alter their persona based on who's watching. This genuine consistency not only builds credibility but also fosters a sense of reliability and genuine trust with others. Number 4, embracing imperfection. Authenticity is not about striving for perfection. In fact, it's embracing your imperfections. Those quirks and missteps is what truly makes you human and relatable. Each imperfection is a unique brushstroke in the portrait of who you are, adding depth and character to your personal narrative. Number 5, resisting external pressure. In a world that constantly pushes trends and societal norms, staying true to yourself is both an act of courage and defiance. Authenticity means holding fast to your values even when they diverge from what's popular or expected. It's about saying yes to your own beliefs rather than conforming to external standards. By cultivating inner alignment, embracing vulnerability, maintaining consistency, celebrating your imperfections, resisting external pressures, you create a foundation for a truly authentic life. These steps aren't just theoretical ideals. They're practical approaches that empower you to live more genuinely, connect more deeply, and ultimately to be unapologetically you. In essence, authenticity is about aligning with your own truth rather than molding yourself to match the expectations of others. It's about revealing your unfiltered self, even if not everyone is ready to accept it. Authenticity means that your words and actions stay true no matter the audience or circumstance. It's the willingness to celebrate your imperfections instead of hiding them, and the resolve to hold fast to your beliefs, even when they aren't the popular ones. Now, I just have one question for the audience that is listening. What does being authentic mean to you? As we transition into the second half of our discussion, I'm excited to share some examples of fake authenticity and real authenticity. But before we dive in, if you're enjoying the video so far, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. I've structured these examples into 3 parts for each category, one focusing on a musician, another on a basketball player, and a third that examines a universal situation. I chose the musician and basketball player examples because they tie into my 2 other passions, making the work more enjoyable and making the discussion more personal and relatable. The universal example, on the other hand, is simply meant to resonate with everyone who's watching. I want to stress that everything I cover from this point forward is based on my own subjective views and opinions. How you view a situation or person will completely differ from mine. Let's get into it. We all know that in 2024, Kendrick called out Drake on several issues. One of the long-standing critiques, however, is Drake's reliance on ghostwriters. I'm not arguing that his music loses quality or taste because of this. It's more or less about how it impacts the authenticity of his music, especially on those introspective, reflective tracks where the artist is meant to speak directly to the listener. Songs like You and the Six and Look What You've Done lose that intimate feeling when someone else helps shape those personal narratives. It dilutes that intimate connection with the artist and listener. These are just my thoughts. What do you guys think though? Jason Tatum stands out as one of the NBA's finest young talents. According to ESPN, he's averaging an impressive 27.2 points, 8 rebounds, and 5.9 assists per game. Remarkably, he's clinched an NBA championship before even turning 26, and this season, he's been leading the Boston Celtics to a strong 47-19 record, placing them second in the Eastern Conference. I don't know about you guys, but he seems like a great player most people can respect, right? Well, there's an aspect of his character that has been publicly exposed recently.
Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
I know everybody will wonder what would happen if we didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
I'm so hyped right now. Anything's possible. Anything's possible!
What's it feel like to finally be a champion?
Oh my God. It's a surreal feeling. We did it. We did it! Oh my God, we did it.
What are they gonna say now? What are they gonna say now?
What they gonna say now? What they gonna say now?
That was missing from the resume. It's on the resume now. What a difference that will make in their confidence.
Oh, it certainly will, but
This leaves a cringy impression amongst most people simply because he is copying some of the most respected people of our lifetimes. Like, these lines and poses can only be said and done one time by the original person. My opinion though is that he's simply showing some type of tribute, but I will admit it is overdone. Like, word for word, come on brother. Respect to JT though, he's still a great player. Almost everyone who spends time online has encountered influencers or public figures whose carefully crafted facades are so transparent that it's hard to not notice their inauthenticity. Likewise, you've probably seen prank videos that promise genuine humor and spontaneity, only later to reveal a meticulously orchestrated setup, stripping away the raw charm it once projected. Some of the things I see fairly often are health-related videos that are straight up factually fake or so severely wrong that you're left wondering, how would anyone ever believe this?
How to stop your period for an emergency.
What?
2 shots of squeezed lime juice. Tajin powder.
What is Tajin powder?
Salt for flavor.
Guys, I had to come back to give you an update because holy guacamole, it works.
No. If it doesn't have hormones in it, I don't understand how it could possibly work. The menstrual cycle does experience regularities naturally, like if you travel, if you're around other individuals, you can actually see fluctuations a few days apart. It's not exact each month. So the fact that she had a 1-day difference in her menstrual cycle, I don't think it's due to this like little tequila shot or whatever it was that she took.
The takeaway is clear. Authenticity matters not just in who you are, but in the actions you take and the messages you share with the world. First, let's take a moment to honor one of the most influential West Coast rappers of all time, Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey's music and interviews revealed a man whose on-mic persona was a genuine reflection of who he was in everyday life. For him, respect wasn't just an idea, it was a principle to live by. When he felt disrespected, he made it clear, and he would stand firm, ensuring that any further disrespect had consequences.
Yeah, I thought you was a cool guy.
You thought wrong, bro. You don't put no camera in no grown man face without asking.
But you're a celebrity.
Man, I'm a 60 Crip, bro. First.
Okay.
All right, so learn about that, my
Okay.
nigga. Don't
Hey.
play with me.
Hey.
Don't play with me. Get your shit together. I'm not from this old funny world you from. I'm not from this world you from, bro.
Okay.
I don't go by these rules, homie.
Okay.
And I've been to jail. That don't threaten me, bro. Trust me. If I had a bad day, I'd have tested your jaw.
Okay.
And I'd have got my homegirl to test your jaw.
Okay, and
So
y'all
don't
gonna go
talk.
to jail,
Don't.
and you just
I'm not
said you've been before.
I ain't tripping on jail. I trip on respect.
Okay.
I'm willing to die behind mine, let alone go to jail.
His brand, Marathon, wasn't merely a slogan, it was a lifestyle. He symbolized the relentless grind of chasing your vision every single day, regardless of the hurdles or multiple rough starts along the way. Hey, that's a bar. Nipsey embodied perseverance, never allowing life's obstacles to derail his mission. I invite you to explore his story further. You might discover some hidden inspiration that resonates with you.
First job I had, I shined shoes. Every day I show up early, I need a job. And dude gave me a shot. And I was making like $90 a day. And I worked 6 days a week. And I was selling candy at the shoe shine spot also. Go to the 99-cent store, you get like $3, $4 candy bars. You sell them for $1, you triple up whatever you spend.
The guys at the shoe shine, they didn't mind it.
Nah, they encouraged it. They laughed at me because I was young, but they was like, dude got a hustler spirit.
I know this topic might spark some heated debate in the comments or even draw a bit of hate, but hear me out. I believe Kyrie Irving is one of the most authentically true NBA players in today's game. Let's dive into his stance on the COVID vaccine. Before we begin, I want to make clear that I'm not offering any medical advice. I'm not a fucking doctor. Go talk to your physician. Uncle Drew back in 2021 refused to take the COVID vaccine. During 2021, there was a widespread of misinformation of COVID and its vaccine, which heavily influenced many people's decisions, including his. He also critiqued the mandates that the NBA presented. During this time, he was unwavering about his decision to get the COVID vaccine. This led to him being critiqued and was thought of being selfish. He even had to miss NBA games.
You know, what would you do? You know, if you felt uncomfortable going into the season when you were promised that you would have exemptions or that you didn't have to be forced to get the vaccine. Just hearing the way people speak with so much conviction about what I should be doing with my life and what, my teammates should be feeling about me, what the organization be feeling about me. This is my life. I get to do whatever I want with this. This is one body that I get here, one God body that I get here. But I'm staying grounded in what I believe in. Just really about being true to what feels good for me. Still uncertain about a lot of things, and that's okay.
Regardless of the pressures, he stayed true to his beliefs and his actions reflected that. Regardless of how you feel about his decision, you have to respect that the man had a belief and didn't let no one pressure him into getting the vaccine when the whole world was hating him for it. For a real-life example of authentic leadership, consider Alan Mullally's transformative tenure as CEO of Ford. When Mulally took the helm back in 2006, Ford was facing severe challenges. Unlike many leaders who might have deflected responsibility, Mulally openly acknowledged the company's mistakes and took full accountability. Determined to fix the company, he introduced weekly meetings where senior execs would candidly discuss both their successes and failures. This initiative not only fostered a culture of continuous learning, but also reinforced the idea that admitting imperfections is a strength, not a weakness. By showing everyone he is human, Mulally rebuilt trust within the company and with the public. The results were stunning. His transparent and accountable leadership not only restored public confidence, but also earned him the deep respect of his team. Ultimately, Mulally guided Ford to a full turnaround before his retirement in 2014, leaving behind a legacy of authentic leadership marked by integrity, openness, and a relentless commitment to collective improvement.
And the thing that amazed me, Matt, was the quality, the depth, and the breadth of the talent at Ford. Pull them all together around a compelling vision and this comprehensive strategy, and we could work together on the relentless implementation, and that's exactly what happened.
Why be authentic? I believe being authentic is a personal choice that takes place every day, whether the decisions are minuscule or large. Being authentic isn't always easy either. Taking accountability, staying grounded in your beliefs, resisting external pressures, embracing your imperfections, and being consistent will be examined countless times in our lifetime. In a world overflowing with facades, being real offers a sense of relief and forms the foundation for meaningful connections. As you work on being authentic with yourself and others, you will naturally become better at distinguishing the genuine from the fake. Of course, authenticity is subjective. Our perspectives will vary. What feels authentic to you may not feel authentic to me. For example, I use Copilot to generate some ideas and expand on this script. Would you say this video is non-authentic? I simply would say I used a tool in my creative process. You guys could probably even call me a hypocrite considering I critique Drake's use of ghostwriters. But whatever your reaction is, that's your authentic opinion, and as long as you're being real to yourself, that's all anyone can ask for. So remember, authenticity isn't about perfection and fitting in. It's about being honest, consistent, and unapologetically you. Be authentic, my brother. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's video. I hope this video sparked something within you or taught you something new. A special thanks go out to my cousin. He inspired this topic, one of the realest I know. Before you go, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What does authenticity mean to you? Whether it's a memory involving a mentor, a meaningful object, or a personal story, please share it down in the comments below. Thanks again for joining me today and have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace!